Good morning, class. In today's session, we will see the overview of fourth unit, which is about the trees. So, in previous sessions, we have seen the data structure representations, which are the linear, means arrays and list, and the other data structures which are using these linear data structure representations are stacks and queues. And we have the another type of the data structures which is a non-linear, means we can say that they can be used, or they can be specified in the format of the hierarchical, or you can specify that there have been some relation between these two uh, representations what we are using. In that, the first one means among this non-linear data structures, now we are seeing the trees. So a tree can be specified as a defined as a finite set of one or more nodes which have been used for designating from the root node. And it is being partitioned from its root node based on the type of the tree what you have been using. Means we are having multiple tree presentations there. So which type of the tree presentation you have been used, it will be reflected on the specification or the adding of that items to that tree. So here we are been using the partitioning of this nodes to as a right child and then left child representations, and these are being considered as a subtrees also, subtree of that presentation. And what are the important things or the aspects of a tree what you have been considered is it consists of a root node which is a unique one. For that one, the subtrees what you have been specified will be attached to that one. And a link what you have been used for connecting this parent and child, or you may specify that the root and subtrees will be a branch here. At last, we are having one child, means it's a node which is not having a child, or the no children will be specified as a leaf node. And if you're taking some part of your tree notation, then it will be called as a subtree. How many number of the subtrees of the being consist of that, it will be taken as a degree of the node. Parent node can be taken as this is having the sub branches, and child node means which is having the branches from these parent x, that is any particular node what we are using. If a parent, if a node is having multiple children, that is two children, then it is being considered as a siblings. Ancestors means previous, means you can take one sibling, your ancestors will be parents, parent node, parent node, and then until if you are reaching the root node, they are being considered as the ancestors of that node what are you using. And the levels what you have been using at the root level what you have been using, the root level will be considered as a level 1, and by adding the childrens to that one, if it is a binary tree or any other multi-tree, MV tree, or the like any other tree, if you are adding the children to that one, you have been increasing level, means you have to go for the next L+1 presentation. Height of the depth means how many nodes, the actual level of the nodes you have been taken, it to be considered as the height of that one. Climbing means traversing, inserted the tree, then you need to traverse that one, then it will be using the climbing aspect. Descending of that one here is we have been taking from root to leaf, then it will be considered as a descending of the leaf. Forest is being considered as a disjoint trees, means if you have been taking the removing of that root node, if you are having the subtree representation, these two subtree representation which are the disjoint will be specified as a forest. Other than the root node and the leaf nodes, the remaining will be called as a non-terminals. Predecessor means previous one node to that one. Successor means after that representation, if you see. So these are the important aspects you. So this is a tree-like representation. In this tree-like representation, it is been taking elements added like in an order, alphabetical order it is adding. Each node consists of only two children, and if it is having the it has reached its extent, go for the next shape. So A has been added, it is been having the two children there. So here it is being considered as first left child and then second left child, sorry, first right child. After that, what it has to, you need to go for the next level. You need to traverse from the left to right. Also, we need to insert from the left to right there. So insert from the left to right for the normal what we have been using. So in this one, so what you have been discussed, that is a root node. A will act as a root node, and this child nodes will be B and C for A, D and E for B, H and I for D, F and G for C. And what are the siblings you are having is B and C are the siblings, D, E, F, G, H, I are the siblings here. If you see these last nodes, that is H, I, E, F, G, this has not been considered for the elements not are there, means children's are not there for that represent for that node here. So what is being specified as these has been considered as a leaf nodes here. Any node which is not having any children to that one, what is being specified is being considered as a leaf node. And these are B, C, and D are being considered as a non-terminals. This A being considered as a root here. And the forest notation here is, if you remove this A, we are having two tree representations, which are the disjoint one, then it is been called as a forest one. And coming to the ancestors of that one, if you see H, the ancestors of the H are D, D's ancestor is B, B's ancestor is A. Okay. And coming to the predecessor and successor of that one, the predecessor of the H is D, there is no successor to that one. If you see the D, it is having the predecessor and successors. Predecessor is B, successors are the H and I. Okay. And what are the A won't have any predecessor because it's a root node. The successors of the A are the B and C notation. What is the descending here is traversing from A to H or A to E, A to I, A to F or A to G, which has been taking from root node to the leaf node, then it is considered as a traversing, or you may specify that it has a descending. Climbing means traversing each and every node, means it is not traversing from one root node to leaf node. It has to traverse from each and every node, then it is specified as a climbing. That is another representation of that one, which is clearly, this is a terminal node. Means what is another name for this leaf node is a terminal node. And B and C are considered as a non-terminal nodes, which are also parents for the trees which you are having. This is not a binary tree-like representation. It is having the more than two childrens here. And it is a root representation. This is a branch formation here. And these are considered as siblings and also specified as a children's for the B here. Coming to the tree representation, what we are using is a binary tree. So this binary tree, what you are representing is being taken as a empty one, or you may specify that it consists of the two disjoint binary trees here. These two disjoint binary trees will be taken as a left subtree and the right subtree. The node which has been at the left side of that one will be to the parent node will be called as a left child, and the other one is a right child. If you see here, this is a binary tree representation, and this is also using the elements to be inserted in an order. That's all. So it is not following any root will be using any maximum element, or that is a mid element. The left side consists of the lowest of the mid and the right side consists of the highest of the mid. It's not like that. So just added the values to that one. That's all. And it has been processed. It is having the two childrens only. If it is having the two childrens, then it is a left child and then right child. Okay. It is not necessary that it must consist of the root that is two childrens only. So it consists of the two childrens. That's all. We may not add the more than to that one. Means see here, if we adding the tree to the means they are adding the any other value to that one, which doesn't becomes the binary tree like representation. Binary tree is having the only two childrens, which is the left and right here. Okay, and coming to the types of the binary trees. Types of the binary trees here is a skewed binary tree. Skewed binary tree is one side only we are adding the node here. One side means, let me write this. So here, 1, I'm adding like this one, 2, and 3, and 4. Like this it is having. That is a one type of the skewed tree. And other type of the skewed tree here is, it is having the children at the right side also. But mostly it is having the children at the left side only. So whether it is a left side or right side, it is having only, it is being adding the children's to one side only, then it is a skewed tree. So the skewed tree will be right skewed tree or the left skewed tree. Strictly binary tree is the node what we have been using as a parent node should consist of only 2 nodes or 0. That's all. Means in this example, in the previous one, see here, this is not a strictly binary tree because at this point we didn't have the 2 children's here. So this is not a strictly binary tree. Strictly binary tree means it must have 2 children's. If not, it doesn't have any children's there. Fully binary tree means each and every node what you have been considered will be having the 0 or 2 binary trees. So it is equivalent to the strictly binary tree. So here in the strictly binary tree what we are representing, either 2 nodes will be there or it may doesn't consist of any nodes here. Means the leaf nodes count will be 2 or 0 there. So which is equivalent to the fully binary tree. So this is the one of the examples for that. So in this one, this now is a disjoint representation here will be considered by removing the 18. Okay, and this is a considered as a fully binary tree, or you may specify it as a strictly binary tree because each and every node will have the 2 children's there. If not, it doesn't consist of any children. This is also consist of the strictly binary tree, but here the fully binary tree what it is saying, every node has a 0 or 2 children. Each node consists of the 2 nodes or the no children. So both are saying the aspect that only. So see here, it is having the 2 children. But here 40 doesn't consist of any children means it is not having the children. Then also it is been specified as a binary tree, which is a fully or strictly. Here it is having the 2 children. This subtree is been satisfying there. And coming to this one, this is a skewed tree. This skewed tree is being considered as a left skewed tree. Left side of this element you have been adding here. Okay. And coming to the next one, complete tree. Complete tree representation here is, here we need to take this from left to right, the possibility of that processing. So here the bottom level what you are taking, the last level what you are taking has to be filled from the left to right. Okay, then it is being considered as a complete tree formation. And the complete, how we have been specifying the complete tree here is, the parent node should consist of the element factor I, and the next child node is a left child node is 2i, right child node is considered as a 2i plus 3. If you are taking the complete binary representation, it should consist of these aspects. The parent node should be I, left child should be 2i, right child should be at the 2i plus 1. Based on that one, we need to add that one. What is the left child of the 3 is 6. Right child of that one is the 7. Means at the 6th place and then 7th place, we need to add the left child to this 3 and then right child to that at the 7 here. Okay. And some of the trees you can specify it as a aspecting here. Complete and the full. Complete and the full means you need to add from the left to right, and also it has been taking elements to be inserted, childs to be added, either 2 or 0. So that's the first one is a complete, and also it is specifying it is a full. means it is having 0 or the 2 leaf nodes. It is a full but not the complete. Why so? Here we need to add from left to right. As I said, left to right we need to add. So here this one what you are considering is not to be exceptional. Here you need to add the children to this one. In the complete, we may take the right side of that one, right part means right subtree as a empty one, but the left subtree should not be an empty one here. Okay, it is a full. How it is a full means it is having the 0 leaf nodes and here 2 leaf nodes, so it is satisfying. So what happens here? It is being considered as a full but not the complete. And see here, you added the child to the left side. It is not compulsory that it should consist of the 2 nodes. So what it is doing? It is been adding the value to the left side of that one. Then hence it will become the left child of that one and also the complete one. What is a full tree here? Full tree means it should consist of the 2 nodes or 0 nodes. So the factor here we taking the value here is 1. So it is not a full here. I'm coming to the next one. Neither complete nor full here. So here at the first one, you are having one chain, and the second right side you are having the 2 chains. What happens here? The right child has been having the 2 childrens, which is a greater than compared to the left side. Yes, now. So here in this representation, we are not saying that it is a complete tree and also the full tree, because it is having the one child representation in that one. Perfect binary tree means at the same level. Each and your things what you are having at the one using the same level here, means in this one this is a full tree, but it is not a tree what you have been, means here it is not at the same level. It has been ended at this level and it has been ended at this level. Then it's not a perfect binary tree. Perfect binary tree means each leaf should be at the same level, means the level should be for same for each and every parent node what you have been considered at the level. And what are the operations to be performed on that binary tree here is, we can create a binary tree. We can see that it is an empty one or not. If it is empty one, we can add the elements to that one. And if you want to take this add this trees to that one, so for which one we need to add, we need to specify that is a left child, right child, what the data you have been added, and what are the instances you need to consider here is to check whether it is an empty one or consisting of the root node or consisting of the left binary tree or the right binary tree. We need to see. As I said, what are the properties of this one? In the complete tree also, here we have to take the maximum number of nodes into an account, and it is been specifying that the binary tree what you have been taking, the binary tree's levels, depth, and then next if it is been taking the edges or not, we need to see. How we are presenting the binary tree. Likewise, we are using the stacks and the queues here. This being considered a representative, although it is a data structure, non-linear data structure, we need to use the linear data structure representations to store or to access these binary trees. And this one is using either arrays or the linked list here. If it is using the arrays, what it has to do is nothing but we need to start from the processing. Here the array size is been declared as a 8, means then the level of that or the depth of one will be taken as a to the power of 3. And what are the elements to be stored in that one means 2 to the power of 3 minus 1, that is a 7 here, because the elements what you are using will start from 1. Since if you remember, we have been using the formula that is it consists of the 2i and the 2i plus 1 elements here. The root node will start from 1 only. So then by using the arrays representation, we are not been representing the value at the subscript null, that is a 0. So these are the elements what we are using for the processing, and it store the values not in an order, just like randomly it store the values, and we are having the values to be processed. How I am going to process this one here is plot the numericals there. How we are going to plot means level wise we need to plot that value. The first one will be the node, that is a root node, and then next level it is having the 2 elements. Only 2 elements will be there. Just plot 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like that we will plot that one, and which is at that node, represented node will be stored at that subscript representation. For example, see here, it is been started from the 1. If you are taking a 0 into consideration, it won't accept. So here, let me consider, this will be root node, means the value is 1, and the next value here is 2. Here the value is 3. Okay. Now, you may say that it doesn't consist of the value, means children, means it continuously store the data. It's not like that. If it is having the data or not, what it has to do is, it has to leave the places like that only and process the data values what it is having. Okay. So how many elements we are having here? We are having only 5 elements. And how many spaces we are having? 7 spaces. At this 5th position and then 6th position, mention -1. If you are mentioning 0 also, what it is doing, it is taking the value there. So mention it as a -1. It doesn't consist of any data. Okay. And the remaining values what you are using has to store there itself only. 1, 50, 2, 30, 3 is 40, 4 is 10, 5 and 6 are not there. Here, just keep it as a -1. And the value last one here is the 20, has to be stored at the position 7. So like that, we store the values into that array, and we start from the 0. But in linked list representation, linked list representation means we have a node. For that node, we are using a link and the data representations here, and it consists of the 3 parts. Why? So here is it is apart from the root node. Apart from the root node, it should consist of the 3 parts, whether it is having the right child or the left child. If it is having the right child, it will be specified there. If not, it will be considered as a null. If it is having the left child, it will be considered. And if it's not that, just keep it as a null there. Okay. So first, initially, we need to create a root node, which is being specified as a null here. And the other thing here is, we need to create a node to that root node. Okay. Root node consists of only null. Null means initially, if you are having a value to that one, so means once a value is to be added to the tree, that will become the root node for that one. So the null will be replaced by the another. And coming to the node, we have been, the structure of the binary tree consists of a node, which is a pointer, which is having the 2 pointers there. The 2 such points are left child and the right child. Indeed, we will give the data in between of that one. Whenever we are calling this node, the new operator will create this 3 field node representation, and it will store the values into that one. And binary tree, if you are taking this as a binary tree, is the previous example. How we have been specifying here is, see here, if it is having a children, just mark it. If not, just make it as a null, or the just X marks has to be placed. What it is doing, there is no child for that one. A is having a 2 children's there. What it is B and C, left child and the right child. B is having another 2 children there, that is a D and E. D is having another 2 children, H and I. If the both has been marked as a there is with this one into mark, what happens here is, it is considered as a, it is being considered as a leaf node here. Means the left child and the right child has been marked as a null, then there has been considered as a leaf node. Okay. And if it is having 1 child also, then it is not a leaf node. Means the remaining will be considered as a leaf node here. And coming to the traversing, how we are being traversing means we have to visit this tree now. So we need to traverse each and every node. This traversing will be done from the root node normally. And this traversing is including 3 such methods for that one: pre-order, in-order, post-order. Like this, if you've seen that evaluation of the expressions, like this, we are using the pre-order, in-order, post-order representation. There we have been using the operator into the consideration. Here we are considering the root as a that one. Pre-order means root has to be visited first. In-order means root has to be visited in between the left and right. Post-order means left has to be listed at last of that one. So coming to the first one, pre-order traversal. Pre-order traversal means the order of one will consist of the 3 steps. Go to the root node, go to the left subtree, go to the right subtree. So root node LR. It is the order. So see, this is the tree here which has been taken, which consists of the 6 such nodes. So the first one here is we need to take the pre-order. So the pre-order, what is the order here? This order has to be applied to the each and every subtree, not only the tree what you have been using, each and every subtree. So first visit at the first one, visit the root node. This is the first tree. So root node will be A here. Okay. So it is a visited, it will be considered as a visited one. And go for the left subtree. This is the left subtree here. So this left subtree has to be processed and this subtree should follow the order here. So the next element will be B. So since it is a root node and also the process, then we need to go for the left side. Left side, see any element is there or not. It is not having any element, means any other, then what you do, it will go for the E there. So first read D, this is a root node, and see whether it is a leaf node or not. Yes, it is a leaf node. Then go for the right side of this B, means this one. Right side of the bin has to be processed there. And coming to the next one, E, after that you reach this root node there, then you have to go for the right side of the A. Right side of the A has to be considered, and then you need to go for the last one. So the order of evaluation here is, so it has been reached this one, and then D, and then it reached E. Okay. After that, it has been processed through C, and then it has been reached F here, and it stopped here because no such element is there, other element is there. So it stopped the processing there itself only. And coming to the next one, that is here we are having the algorithms also. The algorithm comes first. Why we are taking the temporary element means the root node is changing bit by bit here. So first change the root node has to be done while visiting the right side of that one. So pre-order of root, temporary value has to be stored to the root here. What is the root here? The root is A, capital A. Root is equals to capital A. Okay. Then temp is equals to, temp what you have been used is equals to capital A. A equals to null, means A is having children or not, we need to see. It is not true. Okay, it is not true. What happens here? It has to go for the next processing. So temp, that is A is having the data or not. A is having the data. Yes, A is having the left child. So move to the A's left. A is having the left child here. So make this temp's left is B now. Yes, no? So this will be the, when you place it this call, the temporary value is equals to B, and it is not equals to null. We need to go for the left side of the B. Okay. And see again pre-order of temps left. What is the temps left here? The temps left is D. Okay. That's all. And go for the another one. Temp is equals to, temp is equals to D now. It is null, means it is doesn't consist of the elements there. Displaying has to be done. See here. At this one, before getting into this left, we need to display A here. Before getting into this one, display reached B. So display B here before getting into this null, display it is null now. So what happens here? Null, and then display the data, that is D. It will be reset. Now what is the temp here? It has been failed. Then the temp value should be B here. Not only it will go for the one step before, not completely back forth. Temp D. Now it should go for the left side or the right side, we should. So it should go for the right side. So right is right of which one? B. B right. Okay. Then now the temp value here is, I think it is E. Then C, it is null. S, it is null, and display E there. Okay. And any other day is there, it's not reached now. So what happens? Go for this another back forth, which is a temp is equals to A. Go for the right side of that one. Right side of that one here is A is right. A right here is has to consider temp of, sorry, temp is equals to C here. Okay. It is having the left child pre-order of A is equals to right, pre-order of C. Here the pre-order of what's the next values? Pre-order of F has to consider. How we are considering the F means temp is equals to C, and it is having the left one. C left. C left has to be considered. Then the pre-order of F. Pre-order of F means again temp is equals to F. It is having the null. Then display F there. Okay. In between we have to display here temp is equals to C. Before getting into that one, display C. So likewise we have to process here, process the data here. Okay. So see here A, B, D, E, and then C, and then F. And coming to the next one, in order. In order traversing means, as I said, in between we need to traverse the data. So in between of that one left and right subtree, we need to process the data there. That is a root one. So first visit the left and then root and then right there. Okay. And see this example here. In this example, we are using same representation. Let me represent it as a order here is left, root, and then right. So first visit a node. Just visit a node. Okay. A has been visited. It is not the order win. So go for the left of that one. So left of A. Left of A means which is equivalence to B. It is a leaf node? No. So now go for the left of B, which is a D here. Consider any element is there or not for that one. No. What happens here? Then display D. And go for the next. Next one here is we reached the left side. So what you have to do? We need to go for the root one. So we need to go for the back forth. So back forth here is parent of, we need to reach parent of the D. So that is the element. We need to go for the back forth and see whether it is a element or not. As it is a element of that one, then display B here. That is a root node. and here it is a left. Okay, now go for the another one, which is right side of that one. So here right of B has to be considered. So right of B is null, and I'm directly writing that one is E. So here right. Okay, so left, root, and right, and didn't finished here. Then what you have to do, you reached the left side now, and you need to go for the root of parent of B. What is the parent of B here? The parent of B is A. Display A, which is a actual root node. This is a subtree there, and here this one is. So in this representation, we used all these. So likewise, we process this each and every step here, and we reach the endpoint, that is a D, A, B, A, and then A, F, C. And there is a algorithm here. In next class, we will see the next traversing techniques more. Thank you.